XOXO, got the girl. Pose. Good morrow and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, I'm not sure how you got here, but certainly I'm glad you came. And if you are new here, well, you're in for a treat. All right, if you enjoy chaotic, frenetic energy, then this is definitely the video for you, because today I have something a little fun and different. Because you know what? When the algorithm goddess shits in my face, I make lemonade. Does that make sense? No. Do you care? Absolutely not. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be ranking the cast members of the Jersey Shore based on if I had to spend 7 entire days and nights with one member, who would it be and why? Now I know you're like, Audra, isn't this a tiered video? Couldn't you just do a tiered list? The answer is, I don't know how to do that. I'm sure it's simple, but I haven't figured it out yet. And until I figure it out, I'm not going to do it. Also, it's probably more effort and work than I want to put in to figure it out. I just don't care enough to do all of that. I'm going to keep ranking things. And if you enjoy this one, just wait. More will come. Because when my views go, I do whatever the fuck I want. Welcome to the party. All right, here we go. So anyway, it's just a side note that this all came out of the fact that I've been binge watching Jersey Shore Family Vacation season 2 most of the day. It was rainy and shitty after I finished doing all of the work that I wanted to get done today. And I was like, you know what? Let's do this video. So here we go. Hopefully I won't be hunched in this one, and hopefully that like buzzing sound is like not there. So anyways, let's get started. Me. All right. So at the very, very bottom of my list, I have Ronnie.
Make America party again.
Now, before anybody says anything, this is not based on like their personal, like their like tabloid-y life. It's based off of the show, like what I saw on the show. So don't get it twisted that Ronnie's at the bottom because of all like that other stuff. It is because of how he behaved on the show. Ronnie is volatile and also sends mixed messages. And I just feel like if I was going to spend 7 days and 7 nights, 7 days and 7 nights. I know that's not the song. Just leave me alone. I just feel like if I was going to spend that amount of time with anybody, like I would not want it to be him. I just feel like he can't be truthful.
My motto has always been deny, deny, deny.
He doesn't know how to just like be honest. Like he's always like moving the truth around, and then he's very volatile. Like one minute he's like happy and having a good moment, and then the next minute he's crying. And I don't think I could put up with like that much emotion at one time, like, and for that long period of time. Like I choose Vegas because not, and also I'm choosing Vegas, like not Vegas, but like not Vegas where people live, but tourist Vegas. So like we have to qualify that, or I have to qualify that because that's how my mind works. I'm not talking about the Vegas where people actually lived. I'm talking about like Sin City tourist attraction Vegas, and I don't want to spend it with Ronnie. So that's at the bottom of my list. So I have like, okay, oh gosh, there's so many. Okay, here we go. I'm like ranking this on the spot as we go. I've written everybody's names down and I'm kind of like looking. Ronnie's at the bottom. I feel like Angelina is right, like a step above Ronnie.
I'm sorry for saying that you had small.
And here is why. I think that if I had to spend, we're in a relationship, by the way. See, this is why you don't have ADHD videos, because they just we are in a relationship for this week. All freaky things are happening, and this is how I'm ranking it. Also, we're going to have fun, like not just freaky things. There will be making out, no tongue, no actual, but there will be like, you know what I mean? Like cuddling, sleeping in the same bed. Okay, moving forward. Angelina is at the next bottom. We've started at the bottom, now we're here. I'm sorry. Okay, so the reason I chose Angelina here is because like I feel like you just never know who Angelina is. Like every time you turn around, Angelina is just like whoop whoop boop boop bap 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 bada bap bap bada boop bap bap. You just don't know who she is. Like it feels like she's always trying, and she like really wants the approval of Jenny. and does like weird things to try to get that approval. And I'm like, girl, just be yourself. Just be you. Be who you are. Be who you are. And she just doesn't ever seem to do that. And she always comes into every situation hot.
I just don't understand. Like, Nicole can call you a whore, Jenny, but I can't. Like, that's a double standard.
Like, every time she shows up, knowing that everybody doesn't like her, and I get it, like, it is awkward when you show up and, like, everybody doesn't already like you, or, like, they've had problems with you, but, like, just shut up. Like, just shut up. Like, I don't know why she can't just, like, come in and be polite. Like, she always gives, like all this energy and then, like, expects good things to happen. I'm like, baby, no, it's not going to happen that way, because you're, like, giving off so much, like, energy that isn't, like, positive energy. It's like, we got to talk later. And it's like, girl, just, like, chill. Just chill. So I feel like party-wise, we would have fun, but I just would never feel comfortable that, like, I was hanging out with the real Angelina. Okay. So next, there was, like, kind of this, like, flippity-flop. I couldn't decide between Dina and Sammy.
Get the frig out of here, you crazy.
To be, like, next at the bottom. So here's my I'm just going to put them down here. It's, like, not a specific particular order, but there is a bottom and there is a top. The bottom is Ronnie. We'll get to the top. Dina and Sammy are kind of, like, next to Angelina. Dina, because Dina is very emotional, and I am not that. I don't feel like I could spend that much time with somebody who was so emotional. Like, Dina cries a lot and also needs, like, hugs and needs to touch, and these are all things that I'm like, please don't make me do that. I don't want to. And I feel like she would have a hard time not doing that. Also, she gets way too drunk. Like, I get drunk, I do, like, with the best of them, but, like, I often try not to get, like, ooh, I've got, like, a random Jersey accent from watching the show too much. Mirroring. But I try, like, not to get, like, falling over drunk.
Jacuzzi also.
Because it's not, first of all, when you get falling over drunk, it's just not a good time. I'm not having fun anymore at that point. For me, I'm not having fun. If I'm falling over, it's like I'm miserable. I really probably just need to, like, eject. And I don't like that. And I don't like taking care of people, because, like, I'm a whole adult and there's a reason I don't have children. So I don't want to take care of her at all. And for that reason, she is going to go directly above Angelina. So this is what we have now. Ronnie's at the bottom. Angelina is right above him. Dina. Next up, we have Sammy. Now, Sammy is here because Sammy, I feel like I haven't seen her in a long time, right? And I'm just adding, like, all the Jersey Shore cast members. I haven't seen her in a long time. She had that really toxic relationship, like, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever. Time is relative. With Ronnie. And I just felt like she was such a better person when she, like, wasn't with him. Do you know what I mean? Like, she was so much fun and interesting and all of that stuff. And I feel like she had good energy, but since I don't really know her that well, but I feel like she would be fun to hang out with, because I think that she would just mind her business. Like, we would have fun, like, but she would just mind her business and I would mind my business. And then when it came time, like, hey, I want to kiss, she'd be like, oh, okay. And then we, like, have, like, a quick kiss, and I'd be like, all right, back to our respective areas. And I feel like she would be cool with that. Like, she wouldn't be like, oh my God, we're not doing all this stuff. Like, I feel like she would just totally be chill, which is like having a chill ass time, and, like, it would be fun. So, like, yeah, for that reason, Sammy is there. These two, so the next pairing is going to be Snooki and Mike. So I have decided that, like, originally I have it written down that Mike would come after Sammy. Howsoever, upon further review, it's going to be Snooki in this spot.
We're back, bitches!
And the reason Snooki is going to be in this spot is because Snooki's always trying to, like, mend fences and, like, get everybody to get along. And baby,
I don't forgive.
Like, that's not how this shit works. Sir, leave my comfy alone. Moving on. She was, like, busy being a busybody, like, trying to, like, get Jenny and Angelina to be friends.
Just say you're
I'm
sorry,
sorry
and I
for
shouldn't have
calling you a
posted
Jersey
that.
whore.
And, like, here's the thing about me. Like, honestly, when I don't like somebody, just let me not like them and stop trying to force it. That was the thing that bothered me. She was always trying to force them to be friends. Yes, I'm holding a pen. It's easy for me to talk if I have something in my hands. Leave me alone. I don't like when people try to force me to, like, forgive somebody or get to know them. Like, I will get to know them when the fuck I want to get to know them. You're not going to make me get to know them now. You know what I mean? Like, I want to spend my time. And like, I feel like because she kept forcing that issue is why all of her like little friendships exploded at one point, because she just couldn't like let people do things on their own and like be honest and be like, hey, Angelina's coming, so that she didn't interrupt her friendship with Jenny. And then also be able to like look, you know, over and say like to Angelina, like, listen, this is what you need to do. She always does it when it's too late, and I get that it's television, like whatever, who knows what's real, but I'm telling you right now, I don't like all that busybody meddling bullshit, and I'm just not here for it. Also, Snooki is like too much for me. I feel like just too much. I wouldn't be able to handle that for an entire 7-7. So then Mike goes up above Snooki. So let me rewrite this. So now Mike is going to go up above Snooki. And I know you're like, Audra, Mike, you would have a relationship with Mike for 7-7 in Vegas. Yes.
Yo, man, it's a trip.
Here's why Mike. Mike is going to have food.
Listen, I don't drink, I don't drug, I don't smoke, I don't even drive fast anymore. But food, give it to Big Daddy Sitch.
Okay. Mike likes food. I like food. Mike will like lead us to the best food places.
I would like shrimp cocktails. I also would like a chicken fingers and fries, a bacon cheeseburger deluxe. Is there anything that you recommend for dessert?
He will lead us to the food paradise. And like, now that I think about that, I think I'm gonna need to move Mike up above Polly, because Polly likes to eat, but Polly is too tan. Yeah, buddy. And he works out way too much for me. Like, I don't want to work out like that ever in my life. Exercise, no thank you. Like, that is what I force my souls to do. I make them work out because I hate it. I hate everything about working out. I hate planning to work out. I hate like actually going to work out. I hate how I feel after I work out. Like, I know that there are people who enjoy exercise. Good for you, but it's a lie. It's a lie for me. If I tell anybody I had a good time running, it's lies. Like, I literally, the only reason I had a good time running was probably because I was running from someone who was chasing me. There's literally no way I enjoyed expending like my energy like that. No way. So like, I don't want Polly making me try to like work out all the time. Like, Polly D would just be like, oh, work out. I'd be like, And also, I feel like he's sweaty, and the hair. I can't, like, that helmet of hair, I can't, like, I know it's his signature thing, and it's like, but like, I can't fathom spending 7-7 like that. Like, getting my, like, it's kind of a scary thing. So we're going to move Mike. Now I'm going to move Mike again. Mike loves food. And also, Mike's kind of like, he's so kind. He's evolved as a human being. Like, Mike's kind of evolved a little bit. He went from like abs and calves to like lobster and crab.
Yeah. Lobster taco bites.
Yes, we'll do that.
And I'm about that life, so I'm like, yes. He would know where all the good food joints are. And you know what? He would not make fun of me while I ate. Like, that's another thing. I would just be able to like pack it away, and Mike would be there for me. Also, he's sober. So if I got a little too drunk, or I was like, you know what? I really think that like I'm going to go all out. Can you like make sure that I don't get like too hammered? Like, I don't want to throw up. He would be like, I got you. And I feel like that would be so much fun. So right now, the list from bottom to top, we have Ronnie at the bottom, Angelina, Dina, then Sammy, then Snooki, then Polly, then Mike. Never in a million years did I think that my list would have Mike coming in hot in third place. The fuck, but I really like food. Okay, so obviously we just have two more at the top. We have Vinny and we have Jenny.
We're so classy now.
Yo, what up, kid?
I think Vinny is going to be in. You know what? Let me just move this around, because you can't have Mike here and not Vinny. Vinny and Paulie have to be close to each other. Otherwise, it's not going to be fun, because they're brothers. They're brothers. Anytime you make a list, they have to be near each other. So that's going to put Mike in second place, and that is going to move Vinny to third. Here's why. Vinny is like very sensitive. Also, I also hate Vinny's haircut.
Here, Mike is auditioning to be the next host of Man vs. Food.
Like, I know he loves his haircut, but I hate it. I hate everything about it. Like, every time I look at it, I get disturbed. Like, literally, I don't know. Because every time I look at him, like, why is he so proud of this thing? Like, he makes a big deal out of getting this thing cut, and I'm like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Obviously, I'm not a Guidat, but, like, I don't get it. It's not. I don't understand it. So I literally always say, like, he goes to get a cut, and I'm like, what went wrong? You tell me. Tell me what went wrong. I have no fucking clue. Explain it. I have no idea. It's like am I wrong, or is it a modified bowl cut? Okay, anyways. Like, and Vinny's nice, and he's funny, but he's, like, super sensitive, and he's also into health shit, so I just wouldn't want to deal with that and be like, bro, don't you tell me what to do and how to fucking eat. I'm here in Vegas. It's our 7-7. We're having a good time. Don't bother me. Don't bother me. You know what I mean? And I just feel like he would be so busy, like, he just wouldn't, like, I think he would be a good snuggle buddy, right? But I just don't think I would actually want our lips to ever touch. Oh, that's weird. I used to think that I would like Vinny, and now here I am like, yeah, I kiss Mike. Mike, the situation. It's the food. It's the food. I'm telling you, the fact that Mike loves food, knows where to get the food, just brought him way the hell up.
I like my foods.
So, in second place, we now have Mike. Okay, so obviously that means number one is Jenny. Jenny J-Wow Farley. Here is why. Jenny doesn't like hugs, likes girls, gets into drama but doesn't like too much drama, but also ain't afraid to cut a bitch. And I'm about that life. Listen. I know that you look at me, you're like, Audra, you're so mild-mannered. What with your soul snatching and your spell casting? I know. But sometimes I don't want to have to do the fighting. You know? I want someone else to put someone in a rear naked choke.
Put that finger in my face. Put that finger in my face.
And I am about that. I think Jenny would do that. I think we would have a bomb-ass time with our 7-7 in Vegas. We would go to clubs. We would go to bars. We would go to strip clubs together. We would get smash hammered. We would also probably dance on the stripper pole. And you know what? I feel like Jenny would not make fun of my headwear. Would not make fun of my noise-canceling headphones. You know, we would just be like out, being like, do. When I step up in the club, beam, all eyes on us, do. We would walk in slow-mo everywhere, and I'm about that. Like, I would enjoy the slow-mo walk, you know, and like, that's how we walk. And I feel like we would like be like we would sit in the club together, and we would be like, this is what it'd be like. Like, I feel like it'd be such a low-key time. Like actually low-key, not like the slang low-key, but like it would actually be a nice, like, low-key, low-chill, like, just chill. Like, even in, like, loud places, we would just be, like, sitting, we'd be vibing, having drinks, and just, like, chilling, you know what I mean? And she's a mom, too, so, like, you know, I just feel like it would be just really relaxed, and I feel like that would be the best 7-7, because she wouldn't care about, like, hugging. She's not about that life, and so we wouldn't have to hug a lot. I feel like we wouldn't have to have a lot of physical intimacy, but we would still be vibing and enjoying one another's company. So, for that reason, Jenny J-Wow Farley takes the top spot in this 7-7. That's what I'm calling it. The 7-7 in Vegas, okay? Y'all, I'm going to need you to drop some shows, like casts of varying shows, so that I can do other 7-7 in Vegas, okay? I know 7-7 doesn't actually make sense, but I like the way that sounds, so you're just going to have to deal with it. I think that this will be fun. If y'all will drop some shows, I'll do more rankings, and then that way I don't have to ever do a tiered list, because, listen, I'm not going to learn how. So just, you know, get used to it. If you like this video, please do me a favor, give me a thumbs up so that the algorithm goddess can continue pushing me to the bottom of the list. And as a usual, huge shout out to my patrons and spooky bays, yeah. All right, you all know the deal. It costs $0 to be kind. It is so good for your soul, because if you don't take care of yours, I'm going to bring it the fuck with me to this shitty job I'm about to get. And you don't want that, do you? Work, Audra, is not fun, Audra. Until next time, XOXO. Got the girl. Can you feel it? Just lay down. Just lay down. You're fine. You don't need to shove my comfy off the bed. I just washed it. I want it to be there. Stop shoving. Thank you. Oh, drinking energy. Oh. When we step in the